What's up guys, and welcome to a tutorial on how to make a countdown timer in Flutter. We have a main which runs the app, and then we have two imports, material.dot and async.dot. And inside the my app we have a home, which is the timer stateful widget, which has a variable called start, which will be where the timer starts from. And at line 29 you can then see there's also a variable current, which we will use to display the time. Okay, so for the next part, the timer state, in the time state we have a stopped at value, so we can see when it's stopped. And then we have an init state. Line 35 you can actually just keep out and then make line 39 to true if you want it to not start at when it's rendered, but I like it this way. For me it's like supposed to pop out and then start counting down. But then we have the stopped variable, in which we pause. If equals true we make it false, and if not then we make it true, and then we start the start stop method. Okay, so first off, in the start stop method we have a countdown timer. It takes the amount to count down from, and it takes how many seconds in a second you will like to count down. It then say you then need sub variable, or you can call whatever, where it should be instantiated to countdown timer.listen. So you can use all those functions. The first one you would like to use is the sub on data duration, where you get the time that has passed. And inside this function we will first look if it's on 0, so it shouldn't do anything but cancel this listen method if it's on 0. But if it's not paused and it's not on 0, then we should run a setState method, where it at first it sets the current to stop that, and the stop that, if it's null then it will set it to widget.start, and if it's not then it will count down. And then in the else statement, if it is paused, then it will then set the stopped at so that you can get this information and then use it again when it starts. And then it will pause so it doesn't keep counting. And that's actually it for this. So let's move on. Okay, and so here we got the design. It's wrapped in a scaffold, so you can use it as a screen, but if you don't want that, you can just start it at the container. I have made the color yellow, you can make it whatever. And it's in a row, so it's a row of the play button and the pause, which is the same, and then a number, just to make it as simple as possible. We have some conditional rendering with an icon button, which turns into a pause when it's playing and a play when it's paused. So at last we got some text centered in a container, and if current, the number, is not equals null, then it will show the number, and if it is, then it will show pause begins. You can make this message whatever you want. You can say countdown begins or whatever. And then I have a text scale factor of 2, which multiplies whatever the text size would be with the number you put in, so it's twice as big in this instance. If you got any questions, then leave them down below and I will answer them when I see the question. This is a very simple example, so I should be able to help with more than just this. So if you got any more advanced questions, just leave them below and I will answer.